Ladies and gentlemen, this is how to find models for the fashion show or how to shoot with a low budget. Besides obvious answers like get a budget and post on Model Mayhem, post on Craigslist, Instagram and Facebook, and ask for a friend who do you know and who knows who you are. There are other ways you can find talent. One of them would be, what would you do to explore an entire obvious path and still need a model? Once you already explore everything that you can do, what else you can do? Especially if you do like a fashion show when you need hundreds, if not hundreds, but maybe 10, 20 models, and you need quality. It's important to think what can you offer to a model to come, so that would not ruin your venture financially. Because if you have not enough money and to fund it, then perhaps it can ruin you financially. So everyone talks about exposure and influence, but how exactly models will benefit from the event? That's what you can spell out for your audience, and that will be helpful. So if you tell the models like what exactly exposure they get, how many gigs that can convert, what was in the past the success ratio for other models, that will drastically increase your ratio of models who would be willing to film with you and work with you. Okay. Discuss the size of images and how many images and quality of images, how fast they will get it. Because if they're getting small, tiny pictures, that's one story. If they're getting full-size pictures, and if they're getting one picture or they're getting hundreds of pictures, how many looks like the quality, like do they get pictures with the watermarks, or it's going to be clean picture so they can use it, those things matter. When you pay attention to those details, models who willing to film with you for not for money but for the other means, like intangible things, then I guess that is a subject of conversation. Post testimonials with models that you work in the past, who would get you what you promised to them, who got what you promised to them, and who are happy with the results. Those things matters, because when other girls see that you actually honor your word and you actually deliver, then I guess that might be something of value to them, because a lot of people promise a moon to them, and at the end they get nothing, or very little or less chance. So those testimonials are helpful. Post media articles and blogs about your past events, so that way they can see that you're doing this, not it's not your first shoot, it's not your first production, so you've done it in the past. So that way they know you're legit, and they're gonna get something out of it consistently, so you don't bail out on last minute. They get ready and then you don't get the venue or space like that. Discuss the future that will come out from the images and video that you're about to make. And past performance does not speak for the future or present. So it's really important to explain what's the distribution strategy for the content that's going to be created, whether it's magazines, whether it's print, or how much budget put into this, like what are the chances that it will be viewed by a large audience. That will make a big drastic difference for your hiring concerns. Discuss the guarantees that you offer, like for those things will happen, because you can promise a model a moon, but if there is nothing that guaranteed, and there is no consideration, they might say, oh, that's just all empty promises. What are tangible stuff that's guaranteed? Does the model get a chance to bring her friends to the event free of charge? That's something that's also matters, because if a model can bring some of her friends, that's like, and tickets, let's say $100, and she brings like 10 people, it's like $1,000 in fees. So it's also something of value for a model if she goes on a fashion show and her friends, her family can see her, or she can sell those tickets to her following, for example. Does the model get a chance to bring her crew to support her, like photographers, filmmakers, makeup artists, press? That way, if let's say she doesn't get your pictures, or she doesn't like your picture, at least she might, like pictures of her own photographer, her own filmmaker. If she can promote her makeup help, like people who help her with makeup. Can she bring like if she knows a couple of bloggers? Those people can come and get some good content out of the event as well, and you will benefit from additional crew and additional support in making also new connections. So that's win-win for both sides, I believe. Does the model get to keep any of the dresses or clothes or jewelry? Does she get a chance to buy it at the substantial discount? That's also very important, because if she gets a chance to, have extra stuff in her closet, that might be something that may be valuable for a model. Does the event shoot fits her new profile and her new portfolio? Does it have editorial look? Does it have like a wedding bridal look? Does it have how exactly it can benefit her? Many models need to update their profile portfolio. Sometimes they change the look, the color of the hair, they gain, lose weight. So even if it's established model might need additional new pictures for new year and some new looks. So if you speak up and explain how that will complement her existing portfolio, that might translate into the money and like additional model for you on the event. Would model get a mention? Let's see. Would model get mentioned at the publication that will come out? Because the publication may come out, but she never get her name out there, her Instagram, her Facebook. What magazines, what press I expect at the event? What press did you had in the past? So those things can really be spelled out and explained for the model what kind of publicity she might get out of it. Let's see. What is the total budget for the event? How that helps to understand the magnitude of the event, because if it's a major event, like big celebrities involved and it's well publicized, a model might consider it. But if it's like very tiny budget, and even she still will think that you might not see through to the end or to the publication. You might burn in a way. What is the list of influencers that will come out to the event? Would she get a chance to meet them? Do you expect to have any celebrities at the event? One thing that worked for me in the past is a favor for my models. How's that? Can be next time I get a gig, I will with a great budget and it's appealing that everybody wants it. I will call you only if a few models will fit the profile, and then I have option. I can call those who owe me a favor, and those who wants to work with me in the future. Obviously, you want to work and build a good deep bucket of favors with me, so I can take care of you when something come up that I can give away to you. So that's also like important to build relationships. So sometimes they help you, sometimes you help them. So if you have many gigs when you need models for seriously paid jobs, you might recommend the one that you comfortable and who are reliable and who help you. Safety and security makes a difference. Also, how prominent is the venue matters. How proper is the crew? Girls care of how safe they are and how safely are their belongings. So the location is secure and fun place makes the difference. So it's really important, like if you provide safety on that side. And last but not least, does the model get transportation to the event and from the event? It makes sense, especially if it's late and it's an unfamiliar neighborhood for her. It makes sense to partner with someone who has a limo company or Uber, and who can offer models a ride to the event, or for away from the event. Maybe your crew members have cars who can bring models to the shoot location and back. Little things like that makes a big difference. If location is remote, it may especially matters if models don't have transportation to the space. Or film time is unconventional, like you're filming like in 3 o'clock in the morning, like so you get the sunrise. Those things will make a difference. If you have any additional comment that you want to add, mention in the next one, or elaborate on any of those subjects, I would be glad to have your comments and likes and subscription to my channel, and hopefully I would be able to answer your questions. Thank you.